Hello, and welcome to the Cup Ringside, where we give you the best seat in the house on almost all things wrestling. I'm your girl Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea per. And today I'm just drinking on a little bit of water here because hydration is important. And I do have the most important thing of all. That is my cup mug. Uh-huh.
Mine's in the sink.
Not that Brook.
Oops.
Not me being ready to have a party on this podcast, but I can't. But that's okay.
Party
Because
for
you
one.
party for one. I'm always the party, let's be honest. But
Mhm.
you can get your cup mug and keep it in the sink or anywhere else like Brook. Creations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship internationally and domestically, so there are no excuses unless you're in Canada because your postal service is on strike. So that's some excuse.
Work
But
Canadian Postal Service workers.
pay your people. But
Get your bag.
get your bag, people. But just know if you do order, you get a new and improved cup mug. Not this one, but the new and improved one. So check it out. Get your cup mug or any of our beautiful cup merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. Period.
And hi everybody, it's Berkey Ring and defending Queen of the Cup Ringside here. And it wouldn't be a random Saturday show if they didn't eventually market it as Saturday night's main event. I remember the last Saturday night's main event. I was 8 years old. I'm now 24. I'm old. Beside the point. Saturday night's main event is back, everybody. Yay. I'm also not drinking anything because, to be 100% honest with you, I forgot we were recording tonight and I thought we were recording tomorrow. So I am unprepared. But you know what? That's
Wow.
fine. Some of the best wrestling matches happen on the fly. So we're having a recording on the fly.
I mean, it really wasn't on the fly because I remembered because we scheduled it for this time.
We
And
did.
who's prepared? I'm prepared.
You know, Lana, I respect you for that. I wish
Mhm,
I would
mhm.
respect myself enough to actually check the calendar. Beside the point.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
It
Mhm.
happens. You're here. That's all that matters. And we are talking Saturday night main event because, as Brooke says, it's been a minute since we had a Saturday night main event. And here we usually just talk about the PLEs but this is as close as we're gonna get to a PLE in this month. So we're gonna talk about it and we're gonna do our predictions like we always do for every PLE. But it's only 5 matches to talk about and
Mhm.
one is TBD, and we're going to talk about that too. So, but before we jump into it, y'all know what to do. Subscribe to this channel, subscribe to all of our other channels. All the links will be in the description below. Share with your friends, let them know that we got a wrestling podcast. And if you want us to expand and do more conversations and have more talks about other wrestling promotions and things, you got to subscribe and you got to let us know what to do. So if you tell us what to do, we'll get out there and do them. Um, so subscribe to this channel. The link in the description below for all of our other channels as well. Hit the subscribe, the notification bell, all the things. Um, join us. Our audio podcast listening links are also down there in the description below, so you can check us out on the go as well as our Patreon. So do all those things. Support us on all of our channels and all of our endeavors, and we appreciate you.
Correct.
So let's get into it because Saturday Night Main Event is a thing. It's happening. We're going to talk about it, and I don't know about you, Brooke, but I'm kind of excited. It's been a minute.
I am excited as well. I will say my expectations are a little bit lower than they were last week
Okay.
because of some of the things that have been added to the show. I
Mhm,
thought we were
mhm,
going to
mhm,
get like
mhm, mhm,
3 matches and they were all going to have a lot of time and they were going to bust it up with some promos, like, like a normal 2-hour show would be.
mhm, mhm,
But
mhm.
I don't know, 5 matches on this card, something's going to get the 7-minute
I
Wesley
mean, top
slot,
top. Mhm,
as you
mhm,
will.
mhm.
And I have a bad feeling I know what match it's going to be, and I'm not happy about it. But
Yep. Me either.
I think everything on this card has actually been built surprisingly well, other than one match, which we will talk about.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I feel you. I think once we got the card start coming in, I was like, Saturday night main events used to be back. Look, I'm gonna go and turn on to my old lady charm. Back in my day, events used to be maybe 4 matches, a lot of promos. It's on a network television, so it's not a whole lot they could do with time and things like that. And so it yeah, one of them's gonna get the choppy on a chop 7-minute match. And back in my day when the one Saturday night main event that stands out to me the most, it was a match that happened between Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Jake the Snake Roberts. That match never even got off the ground because Jake the Snake kind of beat him to the punch and then threw the snake on him, and then we had a whole thing. So I feel like we're not gonna get that situation, but we're gonna get a situation where the match is gonna be 5, 6 minutes, 7 minutes tops, And I
Mhm.
know what match might get it, and it annoys me very much if that happens because why?
True.
Why? Why do you just why? But we'll talk about it.
Mhm.
Let's get into it. Let's get into this match that came out of nowhere because of something somebody did. And on week before, and then why is this match happening?
I will say I'm not mad that this match is happening. I wish it wasn't happening on Saturday night's main event. Um, I think it'd be a great main event of Raw next week, personally.
Yes.
But I'm irritated that this is happening. I'm not gonna lie. My big problem with it, and this is just me, right, is that this match did not need to happen on this show. I think the build makes sense. I think both of these guys have legitimate grievances that make sense.
Mm-hmm.
But Sammy, could you not have let the women have a show where they have the same amount of matches as the men for once, please? Like, I don't care for this match happening on this card.
This match didn't need to happen. This match didn't need to happen. It didn't need to happen because this would, like you said, this would have been a great main event on Raw. This could have held out for till Raw. Like, honestly, it didn't need this. But now this match has come, and this is going to cut in onto what I feel like is going to be the U.S. Championship match, which or Liv and Io's match, which I'm annoyed either way it goes. One of the women's matches will go get the chop and go get cut for some stupid stuff, and
If
I will.
they want to make that U.S. title belt feel impactful,
They better not.
you better give them time.
They better give them the time.
And also, if you want to make either Liv or Io not feel like a joke, you better give them time.
Here's what I feel like they need to do for this match in particular. This needs to be the match that gets to squash quickly, 5 seconds, 7 minute, whatever match. Because honestly, if you let Drew squash Sammy get squashed, then that gives Sammy and Jay and all the rest of the bloodline some ammunition to go after Drew, and Drew start a different fight somewhere. I just feel like this just does not need the full 10 to 15 minute match like some of the other belts.
For me, if this was up to me, this match wouldn't even happen.
No, absolutely not.
And I don't even mean that from like a booking perspective. I mean, have an angle where they brawl backstage or whatever. Like, there's a lot of options here. I just don't think it needs to be happening on this card. I'm sorry. I love both of you. You both know that, but you probably don't because neither of you have probably heard of me. But I do love you both. But I just wish that you two weren't fighting on this card. I am picking Drew because I'm not crazy, but I don't think this match should happen.
Right. I agree with you. It shouldn't have happened. It doesn't need to happen. I'm picking Drew as well. I think Drew, unless CM Punk comes and does something to Drew, which I don't think is going to happen because CM Punk clearly says he's done with Drew, even if
Can we
Drew's
let that
not
feud
done with
die
CM Punk.
like forever?
Like let
Please.
that die. I just,
Please.
ugh.
Thank you.
It just, but I don't want to spend much time because this match irritates my soul because it doesn't need to happen.
Yep.
Let's talk about a match I do care about. And let's talk about a match I'm interested, I'm ready to talk about, which is Io Sky versus Liv Morgan for the Women's Championship. As much as I am looking forward to this match, we all know what's going to happen.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't. Not after what happened on Raw. I am now worried. I had zero doubt in my mind at all until Monday night on Raw, right? Because logically, this should be an easy win for Liv, right? I'm not saying easy win. I'm saying like as in like Io's not a credible threat, but in terms of storyline and positioning, Liv should win this match, right? But then Rhea beats Raquel, cool, whatever. Let that feud die, but whatever. And then you have this moment where Io and Rhea both grab the women's world title and are holding it on opposite ends of the ring. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, if you are setting up for a WrestleMania title program between Rhea and Io after Liv has carried this women's division for 200 days as the world champ, I'm livid.
It's not happening. That's not happening.
I hope
I don't know
right.
what you're worried. I don't know what you're worried about.
You're right.
Because
well, there's also the very real possibility that our two women's champs are going to be switching shows because we know Dominic has been talking about getting Judgment Day moved to SmackDown, which I would be perfectly fine with personally. I think that's actually going to refresh a lot of the problems that I've had with Liv as world champ. And as you know, she is my girl. I will pick her above anyone else, which means no matter how much it is obvious she would be losing her belt, I will be living in my delusion no matter what. So Liv was my pick, period. But I am a little bit worried. I like 5% of me is like Io's winning this match. Also, Liv and Dakota's match, I saw a lot of people that was on Raw this past Monday. I saw a lot of people were not liking it online. I don't know. They did the best with what they were given, and even then they were good. Like it was great. I thought I enjoyed it for a TV match.
So I love Io, and I would love if Io won this belt. I would love if Io won this belt because honestly, I like Io more than I like Liv. I would love if Io won this belt.
Never hear any Io Sky slander from me.
Right. and you would never hear Liv slander from me because I don't hate Liv. That's not ever an option or issue. I just feel like as much as it seems like what happened on Raw could maybe be a foreshadow, I don't think it's happening because I feel like they had this story and built this story between Liv and Rhea so much that has to be WrestleMania. That has to be WrestleMania. It has to be Liv. It has to be Rhea, and whoever comes out on top is one of them. It has to. It has to, and it has to be a point where I think do I think the Liv and Rhea saga ends with Liv still with Dominic and Judgment Day and all that stuff? I don't know. For some reason, I feel like the whole shift of moving Liv or Judgment Day to SmackDown, or I think the Judgment Day is going to lose some steam, or of course with all the stuff that's going on with Finn and his trek to be champion, and it's a lot happening. They get on my nerves, by the way. Judgment Day gets on my nerves, but I just feel like Liv is going to have to end up away from Dominic and have her and Rhea just do it without Judgment Day help or whatever. I don't know how they're going to make it happen, if that's going to happen. I don't know. All I know is I think WrestleMania is going to be Liv and Rhea, so I think Liv is winning this match.
Yeah, I also want to do a little bit of shade to Wade Barrett real quick. Sir, you are a great commentator.
Yep.
Big fan.
Big fan.
Can you stop insinuating that Liv's only point of relevance is the fact that she's dating Dominic Mysterio?
Please.
Because, like, Liv is a talent that has held a world championship for, as of today, as of recording, 200 days. Can we focus on her as a wrestler, please?
She did it before without Dominic. So let's
She
not.
was champ for 90 days back in the day too. So like,
I'm gonna
give her
say she's
something.
done it before without him, so she
Yeah.
doesn't need him. Like, let's not do that.
Yeah, I'm just happy Liv's finally getting a defense against someone that's not Rhea. Because her
Absolutely.
defense against Zelina on Raw a few months ago was
Mhm.
fantastic. So I'm
Mhm.
hoping this match is going to be given enough time, and I'm
Yes.
hoping that Liv retains. So
Absolutely. I think she is, and but I don't think Io is out of the picture even if she loses. I think she's still in the
I think
conversation.
Io is going to have a lovely series of matches with Nia Jax at some point, but we shall see.
We should see. But we move to Damian Priest, Gunther, and Finn Balor for a
Why? 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 Let the feud die, Triple H. Please, dear God. And actually, let me add an S onto the end of that. Let the feuds die.
Yes. They all need to die. Every single last one of these feuds need to die. Like, cut it out. Gunther should be fighting a brand new opponent in this match. It should not be Damian. It should not be Finn. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't have minded as much if it was Finn.
Yes, Finn.
Because Finn hasn't had a match against Gunther
true.
on the pay-per-view
That is true.
twice like Damian has.
That's true.
But like, can we not get like, I don't know, you know what would be really fun? Can we not have like a battle royal and the winner gets to challenge Gunther at Saturday Night's main event, and like Damian and Finn eliminate each other so that way Gunther gets pulled out of all of this mess, and then like Gunther gets to have a feud with somebody else? Like, I don't know, who'd be a fun opponent for Gunther? Like, who's a random goofy mid-carder on Raw that could have a good match with Gunther? Can we get Gunther and Chad Gable again, please? I would pay money for that.
Could you wait? Whoa, wait. Could you imagine doing a battle royal for whoever gets the match against Gunther? And hey, Ludwig Kaiser.
Oh, I would pay money to watch that match.
Money to watch that.
Or hell, Sheamus and get me Gunther Sheamus 4, please.
Shinsuke
Hire
Nakamura
us
still
WWE
there.
Creative.
Shinsuke Nakamura's there. Sorry.
But you get what I'm saying, right? Like, we don't need Gunther involved in this Judgment Day bullshit. And like the Gunther Damian Priest feud, they've had 2 matches on pay-per-view. Gunther won them both. I don't care how the last match ended. Damian should not be even remotely in contention for this match. And then Finn, dude, you haven't won a singles match in a minute. 1.
You don't even fight for your tag team championships. 2.
I cannot wait for them to lose the tag belts on Monday. It's going to be glorious.
Glorious.
War Raiders, woo! Eric and Ivar, woo!
I met Ivar, by the way.
Oh, okay. Saw those pictures, by the way. I am incredibly jealous that you met Kate and Katana as well.
Yes, met them. And Kiana James, period.
What?
Yeah.
Damn, I'm jealous. Okay,
I did not get a picture of Ivar, unfortunately. Sorry. But yes.
Sorry, beside the point. Back on subject. Finn and JD defend your tag belts. Beside the point. Well, I mean, we know who's going to win this match.
Yeah, Gunther. Gunther's winning. Gunther is winning. I don't know what anybody would think. Gunther is not winning this match. If you think Gunther is not winning this match, I don't know where your head is. It's crazy.
There is like a 1% part of me that's like, shock title change, Finn wins the belt and then drops it back to Gunther like really quick. But even then, that doesn't make any sense. So Gunther. But like, now again, if Finn did win this match, I am not mad.
No. Let me get it. Let me put that out there. If Finn wins, I'm not mad. If Damian wins, I'm not mad. I just don't. I'm not mad because I like Damian as the champion. I enjoyed his reign. I liked his reign.
I liked him as champ, but I don't need to retread water with nothing really changing. That's my problem with it. If Damian were to win the title right now, who would he have his first title defense again in a singles match? Finn. I don't need it. I don't need that.
I mean, but the same thing if Finn wins, he go defeat because Damian is gonna come after him. It's just, I just need Gunther to win and then just kick the Judgment Day and Damian to the back of the line. Like, go. Period. Sorry. Moving on. And last but not least, because
Are you sure it's not
last and least of this card. Anyway, before we get
No,
into
it's not least. That triple threat's definitely least. But
Cody, Kevin, they've been building this story up since after when did he jump him?
I don't remember exactly what pay-per-view it was. It was like September.
Was it
I got my pay-per-views
Crown
befuddled. But
Jewel?
besides,
I think it was Crown Jewel. Was it Crown Jewel?
it might, and I was definitely
No.
in the US.
Oh
but
no, yeah, it was something else.
I'm just gonna check Kevin Owens' Wikipedia page real quick. Hold on. But
SummerSlam. It was after SummerSlam. Yeah, after SummerSlam, because that's when.
No, it was after Bad Blood.
Oh, Bad Blood. Yep, after Bad Blood. That makes sense because that's when he teamed up with Roman, and that's when Kevin got mad. So they've been building this up since October.
I will say build has been good. I have no problems with this build. I think the build has been great. Here is my problem. The outcome of this match that I think should happen will not be the outcome of this match that will happen.
Nope.
Because we have once again made a big heel threat that is super well protected, has a lot of oomph and gumption and integrity behind it, and he's gonna lose to Cody Rhodes. And I'm not happy about that because I think this heel version of Kevin should win this belt. And I get the idea of, Cody beat Roman, we need to have him be champ forever. But no, that can't be how it works, like long term, right? Cody's been champ since April. That's an 8-month reign. That's a lot. And like in context, right? And granted, Roman was champ for 3.5 years. Like, I get it. I get where you're coming from, right? But we can't just say, you beat Roman, you have to be champ forever. Roman couldn't have been champ forever himself. So when we look at this, where does Cody go feud-wise after Kevin? He isn't going to Roman because not right now, at least. That's not until Mania at the absolute earliest. And even then, I don't need that match at Mania for 3 years in a row. I'm sorry.
No, we don't.
Maybe he'll get Dwayne, but even then, that definitely won't be until Mania if it happens. And then it's like maybe Randy Orton, maybe. I think it just makes so much more sense for Kevin to win this match. And I can't understand why. I know it's going to be Cody, but I think it should be Kevin 100%.
I agree with you. 100%. And so, therefore, I'm going to predict Kevin. I know that's crazy. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. Right. It worked. It did work for Nakamura. We were not delusional land. I'm still in there. I'm staying there because I feel like Kevin deserves and needs this championship. And Cody is at a stale, dead end place right now because even the fans don't want him to win. That's the crazy. People who are Cody fans are like, okay, what do we do from here? Enough is enough. Like it's just not. I like Cody. I do. I appreciate Cody. But I feel like Cody chasing the belt is more exciting than Cody having the belt. Cody having the belt has not been that exciting to me. And it could be booking, it could be having the feud stop meaning anything, or I don't know. But it's just not as been exciting. It's like I was into it when he was chasing the belt and telling his story. Now that he got the belt and the story is told, I need a new book. I need a new book. I'm tired. I can't go back and read the same book that I've already read before. And it's boring. This is boring. And then if this is the sequel, baby, this is Grease 2. I'm not interested. Yes, I know I brought that up last time, but this is Grease 2. I'm not interested anymore.
I love the Grease 2 reference because something that I think is another problem that I think this also relates to Grease 2 with is that it's trying to be a similar story with none of the stakes.
Nope.
Right? Like, because to me, right, the thing that I hated about Roman's reign was not that Roman was champ forever, right? And not that Roman's matches weren't good, because some of them were good, right? I think his defense against Cesaro at Extreme Rules a few years ago was fantastic. I think his last man standing match with Kevin Owens was great, other than the terrible botch at the end. But like a lot of his matches during that reign were good. The triple threat with Edge and Daniel Bryan was fantastic. Both of his matches with Cody were great. My problem was that most of Roman's defenses, right? You knew the outcome, so it didn't matter. Roman is not going to lose the WWE Championship to Logan Paul in Saudi Arabia. Like it's just not gonna happen, right?
No,
they can book up this match and say it's for star powers in Saudi Arabia. It doesn't matter, right? But at the end of the day, it's a Roman Reigns title defense. I should care, right?
Right.
Cody's reign has gotten to that point for me as well,
Yep.
where I thought the AJ Styles I Quit match was great. I didn't care about it. I thought his match with AJ at Backlash was great. I didn't care about it because Cody hasn't had a believable opponent to take the world title off of him. And that's mainly, this is my main critique of Triple H as the head booker, is that Triple H seems to think that most title changes can only happen at huge events.
Yep.
Right? Part of the fun of these title changes is that they don't have to happen at huge events. I mean, hell, I never thought I would say this, but the WWE tag titles have actually been booked kind of well on SmackDown. On SmackDown. And like that's because every title change that those belts have had has made sense. Yep. Every single one of them, right? Since Mania, where you had A-Town Down Under dropping them to face DIY, you drop them to the Tongans, right? Who get distracted and drop them to the new upstart MCMG, who then lose to a cheating heel DIY to lose the belts. It's been rapid fire title changes. None of these reigns have been particularly long, but they all made sense within the story they're trying to tell.
Right. Because the next story, I fear, and it's going to make sense, would be the heel DIY losing the belts finally to a Street Profit team who is coming back for vengeance. Which the story would make sense.
I think that, and the thing is, I think that's going to happen. I just think it's going to be a little bit further down the line.
Absolutely.
And that's why I'm invested in it, right? I'm invested in the WWE tag title scene. I'm not invested in this because Cody is not going to lose this belt before WrestleMania. And it pains me to say that because that was the whole point of wanting Cody to take the belt off Roman in the first place, right? Because right now, all I'm doing is watching Roman Reigns with the belt in terms of like where it's at in storyline. Only it's on a white straight guy. A white dude who shows up a little bit more often than Roman did towards the end of his reign. Right. Not insinuating Roman is not straight. I don't know him like that, but you get my point.
Roman is very much straight with wife and 5 kids.
Well, I know he has wife and kids, but that doesn't mean
that don't mean nothing. I know.
Many of Lion Pan people exist, but that's not the point. Roman is great. Your sexuality is not none of our business.
None of our business. Don't care.
None of our business. Cody and Kevin, this match is probably going to be great. They're probably going to give it 30 minutes, and I'm going to be happy for that. Kevin should win this match, but Kevin should win
this match. 100% Kevin should win this match. And I agree with you. I think that Cody, to me, was more interesting chasing the title than he was actually having the title. That's me, unfortunately. That's how I feel about it. But it is what it is. But let's talk about this Women's United States Champion, because the tournament is going to come to an end at Saturday Night Main Event. As of recording, we don't know who is in the finals. We just know the final four are Bayley, Michin, Chelsea, and who's the other one? Tiffany Stratton. Yep. So it's Bayley against Chelsea, Michin against Tiffany. So who we think is going to be in the finals, Brook?
I would be shocked if it was any combination that was not Chelsea Green and Michin in the final two. They're the two most believable people in the tournament to win the belt to me.
They're the two that need it the most.
They're the two. Well, not even the two that need it. They're the two that could make that division feel like something, right? Because Tiffany has money in the bank. She don't need it.
She didn't even need to win that match, but that's just
that should have been Naomi.
Should have been Naomi. It should have been Naomi.
Okay,
but okay, Triple H, I see you.
Here's my thing with Naomi, right? I
She's
think
turning
she is
heel.
great. I think she is
She's turning
fantastic.
heel. She's
But
turning
I
heel.
also think ideally she's getting pushed up the card because of this Jade Cargill
She's
injury.
turning heel. She's turning heel. She's turning
She's
heel. I
turning heel.
said
She's
it. I
turning heel.
said it.
She's turning heel.
I
She's
said
turning
she's
heel.
turning heel. As I've been saying it, like
We're
she's
getting
turning heel.
Bianca
She's
versus
turning heel.
Naomi for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania.
Yep,
It's
yep,
gonna
yep,
be
yep, 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 yep,
or
yep,
WWE
yep.
Women's Championship. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna be Michin and Chelsea, or is where I'm at.
Yeah. I feel the same thing. I fear, and not that I would be mad because Michin and Chelsea would be my picks. I mean, I picked Michin to win this whole thing, me personally, but Chelsea was in my top 3 with Naomi at second. But since Naomi's going heel, that's a whole nother story. But I would not be mad at either one of them winning, honestly, Michin or Chelsea. I would be more upset if Bailey or Tiffany got to the final because I feel like neither one of them need this belt. Tiffany has the money in the bank. She can fight for any champion she wants. And I don't think she would go for a United States champion. Like, she don't need that. She's already pushed. She don't
Don't
need
be
that.
Austin Theory.
Please.
Don't be an
Don't be
Austin
Austin Theory. Don't do that. But Bailey has already been champion. I mean, I feel like Bailey can get it later down the road so she can have that triple Grand Slam champion deal.
We don't even know how they're going to even consider Grand Slam, Triple Crown, any of this mess after this belt. All I'm going to say is when it comes to that, worry about that definition later.
Bailey don't need it now. She don't need it now. She
Yeah.
don't need it now. So my hope is that it comes down to Michin and Chelsea, and I want Michin to win the whole thing.
Yeah. God, I don't know who I want to win because I think if I was going to pick between the two of them and I'm only judging them as singles characters, I'm just imagining heel Chelsea Green
with the belt,
flaunting for the rest of her career that she was the first women's US champ. And I'm sad for that. But on the other hand, God, Michin deserves this belt. She has toiled away in that mid and undercard for 2 years. And even then before that, for like another year on top of it. They gave her nothing. Never even let her become NXT Women's Champion when she definitely deserved that.
Should have.
And like, she's never even been a tag champ.
Nope.
They have given her nothing.
Nothing.
I want this for her really bad. And maybe, just maybe, if they're booking his wife right, Keith Lee will come back to the company, and I want that too. So, I need Michin to win this belt. That is my current prediction: is Michin beating Chelsea Green. Do we want to say bonus point if we get the match right?
Yes.
Okay. Bonus point if we get the match right. I think, but oh my god, I cannot wait until the SmackDown after, and Michin just comes out with the US title with her HBIC music back.
Period.
I'm the HBIC. God, that theme hits. But like, I on the subject of Bailey and Tiffany don't need to. Bailey is somebody, and I mentioned this in our original predictions video. I don't think Bailey needs it, but if they are trying to set this belt up with a crap ton of prestige and make us give the immediate legitimacy to this belt, Bailey is the person they would pick. However, no. You don't need to win the Royal Rumble and a women's title match at Mania and then have the belt until SummerSlam and then win another belt at the end of the year. You ain't Becky Lynch. And I don't think Becky should be doing that either. So I think that we just need to let Bailey take her time away from a title picture, and we need to let Michin get this belt.
I can see Bailey because Bailey ain't really fully turned face, or she's face adjacent. I think Bailey with Naomi turning heel, Bailey can go heel because I appreciate heel Bailey more than I like face Bailey.
You're real for that.
You're real for that. I would love a heel Bailey Naomi turn against Bianca and Jade, maybe.
I'm surprised they haven't vacated the tag titles. I'll be honest with you.
Well, yeah, because in story, they say Jade is hurt to an extent, but then they know she's not really hurt outside of story. like that.
Well,
Not well to the point where she can't.
I've just heard mixed opinions on that too. So it's one of those things I'm like, I hope she's not hurt. I don't
Right.
know. None of my business really. But like, I mean, I guess as a fan, it kind of is like I would like to know, but like at the same time,
Right.
it's for health. I prioritize you for 100% queen.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like I hope she's healthy. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just surprised that they haven't vacated the belts with her being out for it's already been a few weeks.
Right.
So, okay,
I don't know.
storyline injury, storyline, yay. Okay, thank God. So speaking of all of that, Saturday
Mm-hmm.
night's main event.
Yeah.
This Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be airing on NBC and Peacock here in the U.S. It's going to be the last special on the WWE Network internationally,
Yeah.
which, we had to go through that trauma a few years ago. You'll get used to it.
Yep.
Um,
I mean, everything's going to Netflix, so you'll be fine, international fans.
mhm. Yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm just happy Saturday Night's Main Event is back.
Yes.
Cody's gonna be carrying in the Winged Eagle belt from back in like the 90s, which is really
Yeah.
cool. Jesse Ventura is doing commentary, which I'm shocked by, to be
I
honest.
love that. I love
I
that.
thought that bridge was properly burnt.
I mean,
So
I think that bridge was definitely burnt when Vince was there, but I think Triple H has a way to cohorting people back into the fold of like, look, what happened in the past, he's no longer involved. This is a new era. We got this, and we would love for you to do it. So
yeah.
I loved having Jesse Ventura back because that definitely brings back my childhood. Watching Saturday Night Main Event and having Jesse Ventura there and doing it. I'm excited about it. So I hope it goes off really, really well.
Yeah, and I mean on top of that too, Jesse's already confirmed. He said it's gonna be very minimal staging wise. It's
Mm-hmm.
gonna feel like it came straight out of the 80s.
Love it.
I hope that they make it feel retro and not dated, but we'll see.
I think it's gonna be retro. I
I
definitely
hope.
think retro.
It's giving me like old school Raw kind of
Yeah.
energy. That's what I'm
Yeah.
hoping that the vibe is. But no, I'm just really excited for this. This hasn't happened in 16 years. So
Right. And it's
I
at the
can't
Nassau
wait.
Coliseum, so it's not like MGM, Madison Square Garden type thing, MSG thing. It's Nassau. It's the Coliseum, and it's going to be. I think the ring is going to be like what they've been trying to do with Raw, with like you said, minimal stage, just the aisle, just the little entryway. Let's do it.
Wait a minute. Does this mean we won't get those ugly LED ring posts?
Oh, we probably still get those.
Oh, please don't have the LED
I think
ring
we
posts.
probably still.
Please don't have the LED ring posts.
Look, I
Triple
would
H,
love
give
it.
me this one thing.
I mean, I don't. They can not have them. They can have. I just want them to go back to the old ones with the thing, the things on the side with the Saturday Night Main Events on the rings, the curtains at the bottom that they pull up.
The ring skirt?
Right, the ring skirt. Like, just give me the vintage ring skirt. Give me the red, white, and blue ring ropes. Give me the red, white, and blue ring ropes, and just keep it real retro, like 80s, 90s Saturday Night Main Event.
Exactly.
And give me that same music. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I love that. That makes me feel very much like.
I mean, again, like I've watched a lot of those older shows too, because I mean, it's part of one of those things with wrestling fan. You're like, yo, all of this history happened on Saturday Night's Main Event. I should probably watch that,
Yeah.
So I'm just really excited to see, this could be a historic night for wrestling in general. I mean, 3 titles on the line, 1 new champ will be crowned for the first time ever at the show. I'm just really excited.
What I do wish, though, I mean, I do like a good prime time, 7, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock start. But if we really wanted to go old school Saturday Night Main Event, the show should start at 10:30 East Central Time, 10:30 Central, 11 Eastern. I know that's late, but that's when we did it.
It would fix so many scheduling issues for me this Saturday, but yeah, like if it was at that time, no, like
yeah, only because they're doing it live. They're only
party.
doing it. It's only because it's live. Saturday Night Main Event didn't used to be live, so I get it.
But yeah, like I'm just really excited. Let us know in the comments below. How excited are you guys? What do you think is any predictions that you guys may or may not have? How many seconds do you think it will take before Drew McIntyre kicks off Sami Zayn's head? Let us know down below. Yeah.
Are you as disappointed in that match as we are? Anyway, let us know. Let us know what you think. And we'll be back after Saturday Night Main Event, probably on Sunday, to talk about the recap. Maybe Monday. I'm not sure yet. We'll figure it out. Talk about the recap on this Saturday Night Main Event. So we'll be back. Y'all, we appreciate you all joining. Y'all know what to do. Hit the subscribe button on your way out. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to all of our channels. Hit the audio podcast link so you can listen to us on the go, and our Patreon link as well as Cup merch. You can get your merch. Oh, you should follow us too on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky at the Cup Pod. And then you can follow Brook and myself on Twitter and Blue Sky. I think Brook is on Blue. Yeah, Brook is on Blue Sky.
Yep.
Check both of us out on Blue Sky as well. And get your cup mug. LanaVsCreations.etsy.com.
I will say I've had my mug for almost 2 years, and that thing is sturdy AF.
Period. Never broke. I've never had a chip in a mug, and I've had it just as long. So get your cup mug and all of that thing. And we will see you all next week. Or
cheers.
Saturday or Sunday, Monday, whatever. Bye, y'all. I don't know what I'm saying.